Have you ever wondered how invisible forces could affect your health? In the world we live in, we are constantly surrounded by unseen elements that have the power to influence our well-being. One such force is radiation. It's everywhere, from the natural radiation of the Earth and cosmic rays from outer space, to man-made sources like radiography and X-ray machines. Radiation, in essence, is energy traveling through space. And while its omnipresence might seem alarming, it's worth noting that not all radiation is harmful. But when we talk about radiography and X-ray machines, the conversation takes a more serious turn. These machines, while essential for medical diagnoses, emit ionizing radiation, a type that can alter our cells and DNA. For those who work with these machines, like radiographers and X-ray technicians, the risk is even greater. They're frequently exposed to this ionizing radiation, which increases their chances of health complications. But what about the effects on one's sexual health? Let's delve into that. It's not a widely discussed topic, but radiation can have significant impacts on sexual health. So let's delve into this less trodden path and explore how radiation can potentially affect fertility and sexual function. The human body is a complex machine, and radiation, in its various forms, can disrupt its intricate workings. For instance, exposure to high levels of radiation can lead to a decrease in fertility. This is because radiation can harm the reproductive cells, potentially leading to a decrease in sperm count in men, or causing irregular menstrual cycles in women. It's not just about quantity, though. The quality of these cells can be compromised too, which may contribute to difficulties in conceiving. Now let's talk about sexual function. Studies have shown that radiation can potentially lead to erectile dysfunction in men. This happens when the blood vessels and nerves responsible for an erection are damaged by radiation, thereby making it difficult for an erection to occur. For women, the picture is no less bleak. Exposure to radiation can lead to vaginal dryness or cause the vaginal walls to become less elastic, both of which can make sexual intercourse uncomfortable or even painful. It's not just physical effects we're talking about here. Radiation exposure can also lead to psychological effects that can impact sexual health. Anxiety about potential health risks, stress from dealing with physical changes, or depression from fertility issues can all contribute to a decreased interest in sexual activity. But before we let fear rule our thoughts, let's put things into perspective. It's important to note that these effects are typically associated with exposure to high levels of radiation, such as those experienced by radiographers or people undergoing certain types of medical treatments. The average person is unlikely to experience these effects from the low levels of radiation that we encounter in our daily lives. While these effects can be alarming, it's important to remember that they're preventable. So stay tuned as we move on to our next segment, where we'll discuss ways to prevent and protect yourself from the potential sexual health effects of radiation. So, how can radiographers and X-ray technicians protect themselves and their sexual health? This question is as crucial as it is relevant. First off, let's talk about the most common and effective protective measure: lead aprons. These specially designed pieces of protective clothing are lined with lead, a metal known for its radiation-blocking properties. Wearing these aprons during procedures that involve radiation can help shield the body and reduce exposure. In addition to lead aprons, proper shielding is another essential element. Radiographers and technicians should ensure that the necessary barriers, such as lead-lined walls or glass, are in place to prevent stray radiation from reaching them. Now, let's not forget about maintaining a safe distance from radiation sources. The intensity of radiation decreases significantly as you move further away from the source. So, whenever possible, keep a safe distance to minimize exposure. And of course, regular health checkups play a pivotal role in monitoring any potential effects of radiation. These checkups can help detect any early signs of health issues, allowing for prompt treatment and preventing further complications. Remember, knowledge is power. Understanding the risks associated with radiation and taking the necessary steps to mitigate them can make a world of difference. With proper protection and awareness, the risks posed by radiation can be significantly reduced. So let's utilize our knowledge, take the right precautions, and ensure our safety in the face of this unseen danger. Understanding radiation and its effects is crucial for those working with it daily. We've delved into the unseen danger it poses, particularly to sexual health. We've also highlighted the importance of prevention and protection to mitigate these risks. Remember, radiation need not be a silent threat in the shadows. Equip yourself with the right knowledge, the necessary precautions, and a proactive approach. Knowledge is power. By understanding the potential risks and how to mitigate them, we can ensure a safer environment for those working with radiation.